Today, I used the glorious Moto Wireless and Hypixel Bedwars to see if it's still the greatest butterfly clicking mouse in 2023. Enjoy! One thing I just realized by making this video is I've been using the Moto Wireless for just over 2 years now, which is crazy to me because I've tried over 15 to 20 mice in that time frame, and I've still always come back to the Moto. And the reason for this is, well, several things, which I'll go over in this video. But before I go over anything, I just want to say, if you want 10% off, you can use code VAZE10. It's a nice way to support me. And you do get 10% off, so there's no reason not to. Alright, I tried to finesse that guy. Didn't really work. But one of the first reasons this mouse is one of the best is because of its shape. Now, this is a pretty controversial opinion, I do have to say. Some people don't like the shape very much, but I feel like if you could create a mouse to have the perfect shape, everything is just perfect. This is opinion based, obviously. I think that the Moto Wireless shape is just perfect. Like, there's just nothing wrong about it. The mouse buttons are super wide, so it fits any hand shape or like finger shape, and like how no matter how big or small your fingers are, fits perfectly. Like I've grown a lot, and the Moto Wireless still feels just as comfortable as I've continued to use it. And my hands were really fat and chubby and small before, and now they're pretty long and skinny. All right, that sounds really wrong, but anyways. The point is it fits any like finger hand shape very well. The shape overall is just very symmetrical, and compared to like a mouse, let's say the Model D wireless, where it's ergonomic, the point of a symmetrical mouse is everything's consistent. So when you click on your left click, it feels the same as clicking on your right click, so you get 25 CPS on your left click, you get 25 CPS on your right click. Compared to if you use a ergonomic mouse, you are more likely to click a lot on one mouse button and not as much on the other. The reason for this is because you have to change your hand position in order to click as much, which makes it ultimately less comfortable and less easy to click fast. Because the way you get high CPS is ultimately based on hand and finger position, and the reason for this is on your finger you have like 3 lines. One's closest to your fingertip, one's lower than that, and one is kind of where your hand and your finger meets. If you look at the bottom of your finger, like on your pointer finger, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And so the way you get perfect double triple clicks is by resting for both your middle and pointer finger, that first line closest to the tip of your finger on the edge of the mouse, and you'll get constant double and triple clicks. And this works so well on all like symmetrical mice, pretty much. And the Model O is just so perfect as well. And so not only is the shape of it perfect, but also the size, which I just mentioned a second ago. So that's what makes it so one of my favorites. And wait, I don't know if I get this bed in time. But yeah, he has a trap. Now the other thing is this is even more controversial. A lot of people don't like this about the mouse, but the side buttons, I personally like them. The position of them, the way the sizes, everything. I think it's just perfect. I might have to just pull some like oh yeah, I'm gonna void. All right, totally void it there. I just don't want red to push my bed. That's exactly what they're doing. All right, voiding was the play. Anyways, the side buttons they're small. They're like just perfect size. Everything. Yo, bro, chill with the fireballs. Seriously. Catch. Wait. You're on fire. Alright, GG's. Along with the shape of everything, I want to talk about the design. And the design is very nice. There's not really too much to say. It's kind of just a general topic. I will say there are other mice I think that look better, but Glorious did a pretty good job with the design. And the other thing I want to talk about is the build quality. Now this is I would say maybe the worst part about the Model O, but something that's kind of overlooked a little bit. And I'll explain why. So a lot of people say that the Model O just does not have a great build quality, and you know, other mice are better. But what I've seen is I've actually tried a lot of other mice out for just as long and had the same exact result. I will admit the Model O wired version, the original one that came out, did have really bad build quality. I mean, you can expect that for pretty cheap, you know, $40-$50 mouse. But the Model O wireless is just as good as any other mouse, if not as good as mice that are more expensive than it. I tried the Rocat Cane Pro or Rocat Cone Pro. Same result. Lasted maybe 5 months of constantly using it. And I think people who say the build quality on the Model wireless is bad is people who have only tried the Model wireless. I just got point blank fireballed. Okay, bro. And so I could be wrong, but multiple people do say that, oh, the Model wireless is bad build quality, but that's really in reality the only mouse they've tried, and they don't have another mouse to really test it out. I can guarantee you pretty much any other mouse you use for the same amount of time that you would the Model O, it's going to last about the same amount of time. So the build quality on the Model wireless as a whole is not as bad as people say it is. I can say this from experience. I haven't just tried like one model of the Model wireless. I've tried like 5 or 6, and that's because I've used it for so long. And yeah, I got a red bed here. This is a pretty long game, I think. Oh, they DC'd. Well, good for them, I guess. And the next thing I want to talk about is back to the shape. This is something that's important. So on the Rocat Cone Pro, I keep referring back to this mouse, but it's a good example. It's a fairly popular mouse. So on the Rocat Cone Pro, you have similar size mouse buttons, similar shape of the mouse. Everything is pretty similar to the Model wireless. It's a mouse I tested out for a video. I liked it for the most part. It's good for drag clicking, etc. And I was told it was really good for butterfly clicking. And then I got disappointed. Why? Because the way it was shaped. So the mouse buttons are the same kind of width, if not wider than the Model wireless. Good. But the thing is, it's at a slope kind of. So the Model wireless is kind of at like an angle, like the what I was explaining earlier about where to position your fingers to get optimize your double and triple clicks. Oh, my bed's gone. That's fun. But the way to optimize your double and triple clicks is by putting it on the edge of the mouse. But because the Rocat Cone Pro is at a slope, you can't get that same effect. I don't know how to describe it like perfectly, but it gives you an idea. It's really hard to optimize double and triple clicks on the mouse. So I will say there are a lot of mice out there that have potential to be good. But still, to this day in 2023, I think the Model wireless is the greatest butterfly clicking mouse out there. Okay, I'm just gonna one stack, bro. I don't want my blocks disappearing. Why did this guy void? I might just take the 1v1. Yeah, he literally has nothing. Alright, well, yeah, so that's my opinion. And I think you guys should subscribe. Alright, bye.